Hey everybody, I'm Jeffrey Turnmeyer. I'm going to go through some charts here using Fibonacci and give you an offer at the end to come join me for a free class. So this is S&P 500. I'm going to run through 6 charts here, starting with S&P 500. We had a pullback here in late March, and then we ran into April. Then we've kind of been in this sideways, tried to go out the top, poked out the bottom here, kind of held this 1272 level to the bottom, and then we've made kind of a first move and a pullback, a second move and a pullback. I expect this move to continue on up. We may get another retrace back in here before we attempt to come up here to this 1272 level at the 4,280 level on SPX. I expect that to take into at least probably next week, if not into the end of the month, into the start of June. So that's S&P 500 SPX. Next, we have NASDAQ E-minis. This is the futures. Again, we had this big pullback in March, nice big run. We had a consolidation. I mean, this was March 2000. This is the daily. But we had this, big COVID pullback last year. We had this consolidation in, late fall, ran up again, had this pullback in March. It started actually in February. And then we've come up again, and I expect this is a correction here. 1, 2. I expect us to come back down in this area again around 12,450 on NASDAQ. A little bit bigger time frame here. I expect this to continue down into this area right now for, maybe it could last into the summer. I mean, it looks like tech is not going to recover quickly here. So that's what I got right there is my guesstimate, is moving on down a little bit. If we do get up here and break out this above this level right up here, then I'll have to readjust my view. But right now, I think we're going to visit this 12,450 area. So that's my view on NASDAQ. All right, next up, oil. So oil is at this we had this big pullback, in March. We've had this rally off of the March low, kind of all the way through April into May, and then we've kind of gone sideways here just a little bit. If we break this level right here around the 66, 63 high that we made right in here, right in this area, if we break out above that right in the next couple of days, then we're probably going to visit at least the 6760, if not the 6890 area. Now, if we hold that and we start down again, we could be on a path where we see a move all the way down into this 56 area. So that's kind of my view on oil right now. This big blue arrow would head us down into this 56 area. So that's oil. Moving on here, gold. So gold has been in a giant correction for a while. We topped out 2089.20 all the way back in late summer last year. We've been in correcting. Looked like we were going to get a breakout. No, it continued to correct on down, and we've held this 100% of the first move down here, hold up, and then we held this 100% area right here. And we've worked on something that's actually looking quite bullish, and we're closing above this 61.8 level here, right there. So it's looking like we're going to move on up and retest this 1900 area in here. If we can get above there, then we'll probably see a move way on up and retest the high from last summer. And I expect that to kind of happen here going into the late summer again this year. Oil's kind of got a cyclical pattern where it runs into the late summer and fall every year. Not oil, gold, excuse me. Gold has it. All right, next chart I wanted to look at was the Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So we've had this pattern going. If you put it in trading view, you can divide Ethereum USD, ETH USD by BTC USD. You just put it in right up at the top, and we've got a little 1, 2, 3 pattern going. And I expect this pattern to actually come on up to the 0.09 area. It's almost there. And it's kind of retesting the weekly pivot. Hadn't really done that in a few weeks, but it did retest it today and kind of bounced up. So I expect it to get a little more push up in there and visit this 0.09 area. That's how, that means Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin for the near term. It may take another 2 weeks or something to finish that up. Dogecoin, I haven't really talked about this much. It's super popular. He who shall remain nameless was on SNL a couple weeks back. Tweets about this pretty often. We've got this correction going here, and now we kind of bottomed out. We made a 1 and a 2. I expect a third leg up back into the 70 area, probably 65, 70, maybe as high as 76 before we see a third leg down. And when you zoom out on the daily chart, it really needs that leg down. If you'd come join me, I can talk about it more. All right. Oh, that was all 6 of my charts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So if you want to come join me, I have a free class, robbooker.com/Turnmeyer. Come join me there, and I'll put the link in the description at the bottom. And I'm going to teach you a free class tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's completely free. You can come learn about Fibonacci and how I use it to make these charts. Thanks a lot.